Well, we're gonna try this again because I already tried recording this video once, and about a third of the way through me getting through what I was gonna say, I looked up at my monitor right here and saw that my mic had not started recording. So I just finished the first 6 episodes of Yokio, which may or may not have been made apparent by my Twitter timeline, link in the description to that. And I'm feeling very, weird about it. I feel weird about a lot of the things that I watch, initially. This is literally less than 10 minutes after I watched the finale episode for this season. And what I can say about it is that it does what it sets out to do very well. It's not supposed to be deep, it's not supposed to be this mega hit fusion of American and anime cartoon sensibilities like, Avatar or something like that was. It's a gag anime. It's like a Nichijou, a Daily Lives of High School Boys. It's in that vein in terms of tone and the creativity of its writing. I'm not saying that it's necessarily as good as those two, but that's the way that I can best rationalize its genre, because it's not really something that asks you to rationalize a whole lot outside of its political commentary, which I enjoyed, but isn't going to change anybody's mind, no one's going to watch Yokio and be like, huh, maybe we should dismantle the state. Nobody's going to do that. But like I said at the beginning of the video, it does what it sets out to do very well, and I can respect that. Jaden Smith does a fantastic voice performance. Say what you want about the rest of the cast, which I thought was a little bit shaky, aside from him and Charles. I thought that they were cast well. I thought the actors, the voices that they gave, the performances that they gave, worked well with the characters that I was seeing on screen. But a lot of them obviously did not have a lot of professional voice acting experience, and that showed. But it didn't show a whole lot, which was nice. But definitely with Jaden Smith and Charles, the robot, very, very well acted, very, very well casted and performed. I just thought overall those two did a very good job. What was the name of the girl? Helena, yeah, Helena St. Terrorist, or whatever her last name ended up being. I love her as a character. Just the entire, her whole stereotype was played off very well and comedically, and I didn't think that they were, trying to portray it in a negative light, especially because she ends up, obviously becoming sort of Kaz's love interest towards the end. The two sidekick guys were great. I really wish I remembered their names. It's been 15 minutes since I watched the show and I can't even remember their names. But the Ranma 1/2 bit in the 4th episode did run a little long for me. There's only so much comedy that I can find in that, to a certain extent. And I thought that they went a little bit far with it, but honestly, that's the only, flop of a joke in the entire series. Everything else hits pretty well. The big Toblerone? What? Who even comes up with that? They're sitting at the writers' meeting, because, a lot of Western shows, especially Netflix originals and stuff, they have, it's not one writer, it's a bunch of writers all sitting around, in a table or a room, being like, yo, what should we do for this episode? So they're, sitting there and hey, we need ideas for, a recurring joke. And the guy's like, hey, yo, I went to Trader Joe's the other day, and you can get these, big-ass, triangular chocolate bars. They're called Toblerones. That's funny, right? And then the guys around the writing board were like, yeah, that's funny. Let's use that. And so we get this, this Toblerone, this stupid triangular candy bar that you only can get at, Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, which people, people who aren't Kaz and, in his class can be shopping at those on a consistent basis. At least not if they can avoid it, because they're fucking expensive. But you get this recurring joke that just works so well within Kaz's character and the whole scene, the whole tone of the show, and it works. That's how I describe this show. It just works as a concept. And I kind of felt that way from the trailer on, yeah, it's Western, yeah, the voice performances probably aren't going to be great, but conceptually and comedically, it's executed very well. At least it exceeded my expectations, and I think that's the thing that a lot of people have to think about with this series whenever they're going into it, is you should set your expectations relatively low. This is not Hayao Miyazaki's next film. This is not Hideki Anno's 4.0. This is, this isn't even Nichijou. This is slapstick, funny, goofy, like, not turn your brain off, but, like, you have to turn your brain on in order to be engaged with the humor in order to appreciate it. But it's just a good time, and it knows that. I'm gonna be saying it knows that a lot. I probably already have. And just, that's an incredible, I love it whenever things are the way they're supposed to be. They don't try to be something they're not. They're not like Kakegurui, which tries to be a hardcore gambling show, but is just titillation all over the place. I love titillation, don't get me wrong, it's great, but if you try to focus your show on something else and then just keep shoving me boobs every 5 seconds, I wonder what the focus of your show is supposed to be. Like, are you giving me this titillation because, I really hope I'm using titillation right, by the way. Are you just giving me this titillation because you're not confident in the concept of the rest of your show? Is that it? Then you need this to keep the viewers? I don't know. But moving past that, the rest of the characters, Helena is fantastic. I love her. I think I can't remember if I brought her up in the last video or this one, so I'm just going to go over her again really quickly. Helena, fantastic. Her character is incredibly well written and executed. I laughed at almost every single one of her jokes. The country singer in the first couple of episodes, she was hilarious. Charles is, I love Charles. The two dudes, like I said, Ranma 1/2 joke kinda ran dry for me, but the Caprese joke was funny. The Caprese running gag throughout the entire, is it Caprese or Caprese? I can't remember, it's a martini, the Italian martini with the mozzarella. That running gag was hilarious. That entire last episode, though, let's talk about the last episode. Spoiler alert for Neo Yokio. It's 6 20-minute episodes. Like, come on, you are doing yourself a disservice by just not binging it. It's half the length of a seasonal show. I mean, come on. You could watch it in the time that you could watch it twice in the time that it would take you to watch Made in Abyss, which you should probably watch Made in Abyss first. But that's another video for next week whenever Made in Abyss finishes. Anyway, I've meandered a bit, which is okay, because these videos are supposed to be kind of meandery. So just my raw opinions and thoughts, but where was I anyway? Oh yeah, the last episode. The last episode is something that really kind of brought the whole show together. The last episode showcases every good aspect of the show, and it doesn't really showcase a lot of the bad. The animation, while janky the entire show, is best in the 6th episode. The voice performances, you have all the main characters in the main cast, so the voice performances are all good. The Remulsifier, or the Riddler, or whatever the heck his name was, he's a great recurring villain. They actually created tension inside the oyster shop. I didn't think I was going to feel tense from watching Neo Yokio, but my heart started beating. I started getting like a little antsy, like, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna like take off the mask? Is he not? And they just execute it so well that, in this incredibly hammy fashion that, they end up missing, I'm not gonna spoil anything, too in detail, but it's just know that it brings all the elements of the show that are good together into one package. So if you really don't care about spoilers and you just want to know if this show is worth your time or not, watch episode 6, because it really is the best parts of all the show brought into one. Episode 5 too, though to a lesser extent, you could tell, like, there were these weird, spikes in animation quality. Like, episode 5, the Russian chick is animated, basically to the quality of, what you would think Eastern animation would be like. And, they got, I think, as a guy off of A1, no, not A1, Production IG, I think, to do the storyboards. And maybe he had more of a key animation role in that part. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of basically it for Neo Yokio. Kind of rambly this time because I don't have anything deep or meaningful to focus on, and I just want to let you guys know it is worth your time. It is definitely worth your time. 6 episodes? Are you kidding me? That's what? That's 2 hours. I realize that Digi made this whole video that you do not have time to waste on shit. Well, this is slightly better than shit. It's entertaining shit at the very least. If you think it's shit, it's entertaining shit. And that's enough in my book to warrant a watch since it's only 6 episodes.